Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Dungeon Pickups. It's Brandon, and today we're going to be looking at the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Armor Mark 1. Alright guys, so here we got the Spider-Man Mark 1, and just tinkering around with them a little bit. This is a pretty cool little figure here, I believe. First off, as you can tell with this suit he's got a little bit of texturing on the pants, and of course the silver, the main star of the show. One of the reasons I picked this up was watching the animated series as a kid. This has popped up, and I remember having a figure in this costume whenever I was younger, and you know, it had like zero posability, but always kind of, you know, nostalgia plays a part in what I want in my collection. So yeah, I feel like the paint looks really solid on this guy. I think, you know, I don't really have any imperfections, and as stated, the texturing on the back and on the legs really solid. You can see he's got like some ab structure there. He's got double jointed elbows. All right, before I stop there for a second, because I swore I thought this arm didn't have a double jointed elbow, but this one did, but he was just kind of stiff. But double jointed elbows, which is, you know, always nice on a Spidey especially. And same with the legs, double jointed knees. I was curious about this. No drop down hips, which, you know, it's not an absolute necessity. I mean, he can get his leg up pretty high. Of course, you got the crunch going there as well, but he can get his leg up a good bit. As just shown there, his ab crunch, pretty good. And I mean, dude can look at his knees. Yeah, I like the paint on this, and I just noticed these little guards on his calves here. Really cool, very solid. So getting into the way of accessories, you got these fisted hands, and then you got these thwip hands. Along with that, you got these little web effects. There's another one which I have set up for something if you're wanting to display it in a certain type of way. I guess if you're wanting to kind of mold it around a figure, you know, you can heat it up and then kind of just hold it on the figure there for a second and then do a little bit of figure photography. But say if you want your Spidey to face off with Mark 1 Iron Man to establish who really's got the better Mark 1 suits, you can put this little web effect and, you know, kind of pose it up, and it looks like it's like mid-action as soon as the web makes contact. So I think that's pretty cool. All right guys, I think that's really about all I got for this Spidey. Is he a must? No, I wouldn't say so, but if you're blinded by nostalgia like I am, and you think this guy looks cool and you want him in your collection, I say definitely go for it. I mean, he feels good in hand, and posability is really cool. No drop down hips, but you got double jointed knees and elbows. And I think he is a really solid figure, and if you're wanting him in your collection, I would definitely have to recommend him. All right, so thank you guys for watching this episode of Dungeon Pickups. If you have any more ideas of anything else we should cover, and or any ideas for the podcasts, movies that we could watch, and or topics we could discuss, please make sure to leave comments down below and drop a like. All right, thank you guys.